Hello and welcome to the Bel-E and Scratch podcast. I am your host, Bel-E.
And I am your co-host, Scratch.
And today, I have a story to tell.
Really?
Tales from Nashville.
Tales from Nashville.
Yeah, that... Alright. Was it last weekend? I think it was last weekend. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
This past weekend. Alright. This past weekend, me and a bunch of my friends, we went up to Nashville, Tennessee.
Wait a minute. Did you offer me an opportunity?
Maybe. What opportunity is that?
I don't know.
All right. I just
No
thought
use jumping straight out of the plane.
Yes. I have a tendency to do that. No, sometimes I don't warm up.
Geronimo.
Yeah, indeed. No, sometimes I don't warm up. Let's just go right into it. Let's go. All right, so Nashville, Tennessee has got to be one of the top 5 drunkest cities in the Northern Hemisphere. At least top 10.
Sure.
All right, so here's what went down. Initially, it was like, my group of friends, but they were gonna go, and I was like, I'm at the warehouse, and all that fun stuff. Y'all already, paid and been done with it.
Yeah.
So I was like, y'all have fun, get me a shirt or, something dumb like that. But then one of them cancels.
Right.
Like, they couldn't make it for whatever reason. And then they're like, hey, everything's paid for. You want to come with us? And I was like, yes! Why not?
Twist my arm, why don't you?
Yeah, twist my arm, why don't you? Plus, I'm in the process of leaving my current job for another job. So I had some PTO to use up.
So is this, what do you think? You think the lockdown kind of, now it's people are just springing to be publicly social?
Well, I know I'm springing to be publicly social. Like, here's the thing. Normally, here's the thing. Two years ago, this whole trip to Tennessee, I would have been like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But now I'm like, life is for the living! I've entered a new phase of my life, which is, I still want to be introverted.
Right.
I want to be the introvert that occasionally has to go outside and, trek through a mountain or, not like rapid, not like ride White Rapids, but, go do stuff.
Yeah, life is sacred.
Life is sacred.
Yeah.
Life is for the living.
Yeah. Absolutely.
However you want to chalk it up. So...
Doesn't mean madness and out of control.
No. It does not mean total anarchy. It means go do stuff.
Yeah.
Go see things. Go talk to people. Go learn things. Whatever.
Sure. Travel.
Yeah, travel. Be that. But... Okay, here's the series of events. The person cancels and they're all like, oh, hey, you could, pay for a tank of gas at some point. And I was like, yeah, I can do that. Contribute.
Sure.
Because I don't like being a loaf.
No.
I don't like being a parasite.
I don't care what any opportunity, but, don't bring nothing. You better show up with something.
Yeah, you better show something. Yeah. And the story, oh, my God. I didn't tell you this story, but... There's a story I'm fixing to tell you that you are going to be so mad at me because of what had happened on this trip.
All right.
So here's the thing: they pushed that out there, like you pay for a tank of gas or something like that, and I was like, oh, okay, no big deal. I respect that.
You've been asking for it.
Yeah. All right. So the sequence of events is I get off work early, on Thursday.
Yeah.
Because I have the ability to do that currently. So I, throw all my stuff together. I pack. I withdraw some cash from the ATM because I don't know what's about to go down.
Sure.
It's always nice to have cash because sometimes using a card out of state can be a little tricky. Does that make sense?
It does.
If it's within a tri-state area, you could probably get away with it. Any further than that, you're possibly pushing your luck. I don't know. Some people's banks are different than others.
Sure.
Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, Wada. So I withdraw some cash because I'm expecting, us to, go thrift store shopping, like a market fair, some maybe a metaphysical fair, because there's always at least one.
At least one.
At least one nowadays.
I want to see two opposing camps that just square off in the town plaza.
What do you mean? Metaphysical fair?
Yeah, if you had like two competing for this on the same weekend.
Oh my god.
Be a hot time in the town tonight.
Oh yeah, just watching the pagans go at it. I will say this, regardless of if a group of pagans got in a mix-up, the people who worship the Nordic gods are going to win. Let's be fair. People who adhere to the Greek pantheon or like the Egyptians, no. The Vikings are going to win.
They definitely would. I don't know. There's a lot of hand-to-hand combat in the Far East.
Still. But you understand what I mean.
Sure.
Whatever spirit or energy or whatever is these pagan gods and goddesses, the Nords are going to win. Because that's what they do. They fight.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah. So, whatever spirit there, it's geared more towards that. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I head up the ATM and I'm heading over to one of the game night friends' house with the awesome couch, because it's one of those couches where you sit in it and you immediately go to sleep. I love those. Those are my favorites.
Play by play.
Yes. That night we get toasted. You're shaking your head yes.
What?
I'm just saying. We get so toasted that I become. Have you ever seen like either in bars or outside of bars where two drunk people, they're just at that moment where it's like, you're my best friend. No, you're my best friend. Me and some other person were starting to do that. Like, you're my best buddy. No, you're my best buddy. We were fighting for control of the iPod. Some people were just like, let's play country because it's Nashville. No! Do all this. It was just a riot.
Cool.
Because I was trying to play Motorhead and they wouldn't let me do it.
It's a little ruckus.
Uh-huh. Alright, so we get up to Nashville. Had a flat tire on the way there. No big deal. They had a donut.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a big truck. Like one of those. It's not a dually, thank God. But it was kind of interesting because we took two cars, because there was a collective 6 of us. We took 2 cars. Me and the 2 other ladies, we got in like the little itty bitty Jeep.
Yeah.
It's not a Jeep that's designed to go off-roading. It's one of those civilian Jeeps that I kind of hate, because a Jeep is meant to go off-road.
A street Jeep.
Yeah, it's a street Jeep. Therefore, it's not a real Jeep, in my opinion. And we just kind of sat back watching the dudes fix the truck. And I was like, normally this is not my nature, and I try to help, but... Sure. It's hot and there's tall grass, and I don't want no ticks or nothing get on me.
Oh, yeah.
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 It was just funny, just watching them try to yank that donut out from under the truck, and watching the little Jack that could. That for some reason, despite the fact that truck, it was like a big Ram, I think it's a Bighorns edition.
Sure.
So it's an extra big, long bed truck. Has this little itty bitty Jack.
They have gotten smaller.
Yeah, I don't understand why. I mean, I'm not saying you have to have a Jack the size of an anvil, but for God's sakes, that was just pathetic and tiny. It got the job done, but I was looking at it going, he's so cute. Oh, I called it the little Jack that could.
The little Jack that could.
Yes. Because I'm an asshole.
He's so cute.
He's so cute.
Oh, man.
So after that's done, we basically limped our way back to Nashville because this guy he normally drives about 80, 90 miles an hour.
Right.
Sure, he can muscle people over the big truck. He doesn't drive like an asshole. That's just his normal speed.
Right.
Which I get. I tend to do that.
You're on the highway.
Yeah, and you're on the highway. I get it. I do that too. So after all that, we just limp into Nashville. We get to the Airbnb in a lovely, lovely joint. Very colorful. And we, get us a quick change of clothes, get some hydration. We're into downtown Nashville.
Better parking. Hey, I don't know.
No. We had to take an Uber.
Well, you had to park outside, then take an Uber in.
Well, here's the thing. We got two vehicles that were ours.
Yeah.
It was the street Jeep, which was small.
Yes.
And we have the big fucking Ram truck with a donut in downtown Nashville.
Mm.
It was too big, and we were all not going to fit in the street Jeep.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So we had to get like an Uber.
I got you.
Or a Lyft or whatever the hell. I think we used Lyft, but whatever. So we basically had to spring for a cab fare, so to speak. We get to downtown Nashville. It is one of the drunkest places I have ever seen in my life. I don't know about you. You probably have seen worse. All right. Have you ever heard the term white girl wasted?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to imagine white girl wasted, except there were hundreds of thousands of them. These tiny...
You're my best friend.
Yeah.
You're my best.
The type of white girl wasted where if they didn't grab onto something, they were going to face plant.
That is... And well, I guess it's better you travel in packs.
Uh-huh. It is.
Good grief.
Mm-hmm.
Bernice.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody wake Bernice up.
Somebody wake Tiffany up. Jennifer. Yeah, all that fun stuff.
Yes.
So, so there were just hundreds of thousands of equally identical, short, blonde, white chicks. They all had the same hairstyle, same makeup, relatively same clothes, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Here's the thing, with the guys, there was like a little bit of variety. They were all country.
Right.
But it was like different flavors of country. You had the, stereotypical, romantic stable boy. You had the
for some reason has all his teeth.
Yeah, who still has all his teeth. You had the dashing truck driver country boy
with the hat. Oh, sweet.
And the plaid. Yeah. And the jeans, even though it was like 100 fucking degrees. The cowboy. There's always the fucking cowboy.
Sweet.
Then you had then you had like the quote unquote older / possibly ugly dudes. Those are the guys with the beer gut and the beards who were clearly there for the merchandise shopping.
The saloon keeper.
Yeah, the saloon guys.
Jedediah the saloon keeper.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Jedediah.
Yeah.
Give me some whiskey. Double shot.
Yep.
So it was.
That is too funny.
And for some reason, all the women looked exactly alike, but all the dudes didn't. It was the craziest thing I'd ever seen in my life. I don't know why. I stuck out like a sore thumb.
I bet you did.
Because here's the thing: they were all, they were all like in shorts, had the spray tan on, blonde, straight hair. My dumb ass running around in a long red dress. Long sable?
That'll work.
Yeah, sable curly hair.
Right. Too funny.
Too funny. Yeah, I was a unicorn. Ugh, and just so much alcohol. I've never been to a place where not only
A sea of booze.
a sea of booze and other things, but I'll get to that in a minute. We first stopped at a restaurant, and here's the thing, every building we passed, including some of the souvenir shops,
Right.
had a live band in it, playing something.
In the souvenir shops.
Yeah, sometimes
A
in
live band in a souvenir shop.
yes, in the restaurants, the bars,
That's fantastic.
some of the souvenir shops, there was a live band,
Well,
and every level of those buildings had a live band and or DJ.
I guess, I mean, you're one of the...
It's a music city.
It's Music City.
Yeah,
Sure.
every
God.
building. It's like we would pass through at the street and it'd be like, someone's playing Sweet Home Alabama, which, that's so cliche.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, come on.
But it's live.
Yeah, but it's live. And then you got next building, someone's playing The Offspring for some reason. Like Pretty Fly for a White Guy. Someone's playing that.
In my day, it was Shake That Funky Music, a white boy.
Yeah. Next building, someone's playing something by probably Blake Shelton. I don't listen to modern country. I don't know who the fuck any of these people are. Probably Blake Shelton.
Might as well be.
Yeah. Next building.
He's the guy right now.
He's the guy right now.
He's worked his butt off to get there.
Yeah,
so
I give respect to him. I don't know if he's an asshole, but I give him respect for the work he's done, for the work he's put in.
Yeah.
So, next building, Garth Brooks. You know it's Garth Brooks. He has a sound.
Yes.
Next building.
And everybody's singing the song. So.
Yes, and everybody's singing the fucking song.
The song.
Yeah, everybody is singing the Garth Brooks song.
Oh.
Just accept it.
That's the people that work there.
Yes.
You better be a musician if you're going to work in a place like that.
Oh, yes, you have to be.
You'll get it beat into you.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, the strangest one... Here's the thing. Now, obviously, it is Music City, but I wasn't expecting variety.
Sure.
Like, I never intended to, stumble upon a metal bar somewhere in the deep recesses of downtown Nashville.
Not that time of the day.
No, not that time of the day. I never anticipated to stumble upon...
I'm sure they're there, but...
Oh, they have to be.
But,
They're not big. They can't be big, because that's not what's in right now.
No.
It has to be in, some bar's basement where the metal people hang out at, if there was an environment,
Really, really late.
You have to, really late, you have to know somebody to get in. It's one of those things where you're like, what's the
I
password?
certainly hope it's not reached that point.
Oh. I was about to say, what?
Diary of Anne Frank.
No.
Diary of Iron Maiden.
No. That's what I'm going to call this episode now. Diary of Iron Maiden.
The Diary of Iron Maiden.
You have to, knock on a door, and, someone's like, what's the password? It's something like, Lemmy sent me.
Oh, yeah.
And you get let in.
Definitely not across the Atlantic, that's
Nope.
for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Big over there still.
Ooh.
Real big.
Oh, I was still...
Crazy.
Oh, I want to go over there.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah. So... Honestly, the most out of the wheelhouse song I heard that they would play that wasn't pop or country.
Sure.
They didn't even play old country. No one played Johnny Cash. Even at the Johnny Cash restaurant.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I was pissed.
That's an abomination.
I was pissed.
You don't even play Johnny Cash at the Johnny Cash Museum?
Well, what the fuck? Well, no, not the museum. There's the museum,
right?
Which I got your shirt.
Thank you.
And then right next door is the Johnny Cash Saloon and Kitchenery, which is, I think is what it's called. Huh. They didn't play Johnny Cash in the restaurant. I'm like, what the fuck?
Did you look at the menu?
Yes.
And were there themed dish names?
Yes. And they didn't play his music.
Okay.
They played his music over the speaker in the fucking museum.
You posers.
But at the actual restaurant, I'm like, what the fuck? You could at least play, what is it? Wheel of Fire. Wait, Ring of Fire. Or Walk the Line. That's nothing.
Ring of Fire nachos.
Yeah.
You know, but you can't play the song.
But you can't play the song. Like, you don't play Hurt.
I fell into a burning ring of nachos.
Obviously, they couldn't play Hurt because that song is too fucking depressing.
I don't know about that. That song's about passion.
No, I get it. I don't know. I always felt that song was basically your legacy is basically meaningless.
Ring of Fire?
No, not Ring of Fire. The Johnny Cash's version of Hurt.
Oh.
That song is too fucking depressing to play publicly at a restaurant.
No, I mean, I
know you don't like that song.
Not when everybody's getting sloppy drunk.
No.
And skidding around and vomit on the ground.
Yeah, no, you don't do that.
No.
But I expected...
job hosing those sidewalks.
Yeah. There has to be a cleaning service. But I'm just like, you don't play one Johnny Cash song at the Johnny Cash restaurant. You have a live band. What the fuck? I was pissed. Ugh. So, the first night, we get to the restaurant. They have really good food, really good drinks, and we're just...
They better.
Yeah, they better. And then we're just milling around. We're trying to find a place where it's nice.
Right.
But not too crowded. You know, it's that weird balance. You know, we're all walking around. I'm in the fucking red dress because I'm fabulous, and I've decided I no longer want to be an angry warehouse manager. Yay. I'm going to be an angry princess because I am one. Damn it.
At least annoyed.
I am at least partially perturbed. Anyway.
Sure.
So, we're just milling around, and, we find an actual dive bar. Like an actual dive bar. It's not a restaurant. They got a live band. The person the chick I was taking orders to, she can't mix drinks for shit. Seriously, I asked for something that was like a vodka mix. It was like vodka, apple liqueur, and 7-Up. 3 ingredients. That thing was like all vodka to me.
Well...
I was like, what the fuck? And here's the thing. Vodka will put me to sleep is what I've learned on this trip.
All right.
Some people, some drinks will cause certain reactions with people. A lot of folk, dark alcoholic drinks will make you violent. Does that make sense? Aggressive, yes. Some drinks will make you happy. Vodka puts me to sleep. And it sucks, because I like mixing vodka with stuff.
Uh-huh.
So, this is actually the place where the most out of quote-unquote character song was played. Something that wasn't pop or country.
Uh-huh.
This band played Nickelback.
Okay.
Which I'm like, wait a minute, what? I thought everyone hated Nickelback.
They'll play it.
Yeah, they'll play it. They played Rockstar, and I was like, that's a little out of wheelhouse, because I'm just over here, it's like country, people are playing Journey, just getting trashed, screeching out the lyrics to Don't Stop Believin', which was hilarious, by the way.
Oh, I bet it's a riot.
Oh, they about
probably what draws people in,
Probably.
Whatever their favorite song is playing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I thought the strangest one was The Offspring, but no. Apparently it was just Rockstar. Because everyone just started losing their freaking minds. Everyone was so drunk.
That'll happen.
It'll happen. And, about this time it was getting around midnight, 1 o'clock. We're all freaking tired from the road. It was probably not the best idea to stay out this late on the first day there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because the first day you arrived, you're kind of tired from the road.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But, I figured, with a, quick refresher, some alcohol, some food, lots of energy drinks, we get this puppy rolling, but about 1 o'clock, we're tired, which I know some people's like, you gotta party till 3. Now, fuck you, Clyde. I'm not partying till 3 in a city where I've never been before.
Right.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense to me.
All right, so we basically decided, all right, we're going to find a nice safe spot to have a Lyft pick us up to take us back to the Airbnb. All right, that's fine. So we're going back into the sea of the drunk white people. It was mostly white people, seriously. Every now and again, you spotted some differently colored folk.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, but, nothing super exotic. Does that make sense?
People.
Yeah, people.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, this city knew what its target audience was, basically.
Oh, well.
So we're just milling around, being like, and
You were just in a different part of the city.
yes, here's the part that I foreshadowed earlier in the podcast. Now, mind you, we were intoxicated.
Oh, you're coming to the point now.
Yeah, I'm coming to the point where you're probably gonna get mad at me. Maybe, I don't know. Somebody, there were these things in downtown Nashville which I had never heard of. Like, no one said, oh, by the way, these things exist before you go to Nashville, just know this exists. No, came out of the blue.
Right.
Cannabis carts.
Yeah.
Actually called, the branding was cannabis carts.
Like a little push around.
Like a push around cart. Like, you seen hot dog carts?
Wet teddy bears here. Wet teddy bears.
It was one of those, but for
Yeah.
cannabis. And I'm like, wait, it's legal in this state? I don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently it is, because it's out in the open.
Like
and they're
weed, not.
Weed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
The grass, edibles, vape cartridges, whatever. Completely legal.
Wow. Why not?
And I figured it was legal because there were cops everywhere for obvious reasons.
Well, if you're going to have a cart, it's not like you're going to get away from a...
Exactly.
I don't care how bad the cop is chasing you.
Uh-huh.
You're pushing a cart or pulling a cart.
Yeah.
It says weed, yo, on the side of it. No.
Yeah, I didn't know that I didn't know it was legal in that state.
I understand that feeling completely.
It just caught me off guard, and someone was like, "Oh, I wanna buy this stuff." Oh, that's a fly. I want to buy this stuff legally. I've always wanted to do that, and it was like, I ain't got no money. You owe me $50.
That's right.
I handed him $50 and be like, achieve your dreams.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, mind you, we were all intoxicated, so I thought it was a good idea at the time.
I don't know if alcohol would have anything to do with it. It's mostly opportunity at that point. Oh, it's legal. Oh, it's legal.
Oh, it's legal. Oh, yes.
Give me just a second.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. No matter how drunk I would have gotten, legal or not, I wasn't going to be the one to take that first hit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I always have this propensity to using other people as guinea pigs, whether they know it or not.
I understand.
So I figured, okay, if he dies, I don't partake. Does that make sense?
I got you.
He didn't die, thankfully. Oh. Yeah, he didn't care for it because apparently it just made his head hurt. I don't know what the issue was. I think he said it was THC 8.
I don't know.
I don't know. He was one of those guys.
Was it in a full?
He got the vape cartridge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, apparently...
Did you get your money back?
Huh? Yes, I got my money back. He paid me back. No, it wasn't no schlub. So we finally get back home, and unfortunately, let's see. So we get back home, and the next morning, we head to the Parthenon, where the big fucking statue of Athena was.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah. According to everything in the it was like one part museum, one part art gallery, and about 8 parts the actual room where the statue is in.
Uh-huh.
So, according
to club.
No, it's a museum.
Oh, just a museum. Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I was trying to picture this style in the backdrop.
No.
Coyote Ugly.
No.
Bottle. Cocktail.
No, this isn't a restaurant. It is an actual.
All right.
It is an actual built to scale.
You guys took in some culture.
Yeah, we took in some culture.
Oh.
Yeah, this is an actual built to scale Greek Parthenon. I think Parthenon means one god and Pantheon is multiple. I think that's how that works. But,
sounds good to me.
But look up Nashville, Tennessee Parthenon. That's where we went. It's full to scale to the original dimensions of the Greeks. How they did it.
Now, what type of work? I mean, is it everything like postmodern or?
Oh, it's classical.
Classical style, or do they have actual?
I think a bit of both.
A little bit of both.
Because according to the parts of the museum, the Parthenon was built as part of back when they were doing the World Fair stuff. I think that was prior to World War I. And they just kept it because the whole thing is made from gravel, or not gravel, granite or something. It's a sturdy building.
Sure.
It's not going to go down easily.
No.
And so we go through the museum parts, talking about the World Fair and the history, why Athena specifically and all that. And then we go
through like a tour guide group.
Kind of. We didn't do
Somebody walks you through.
No, we didn't do the walkthrough or anything like that. I don't think they offered it.
Oh, okay.
They were actually kind of mean at the front desk. Seriously.
Mean?
Yeah. They wanted you in and they wanted you to get the fuck out.
What time of day did you guys get there?
In the morning.
Really?
Yes. So we go through the museum part, we go through the art gallery part, which was very lovely.
That's a drag.
And then I get up to, physically go up the stairs to the room where the statue is at. And I don't know if it's just because it was a bigger room and AC would have been astronomical to keep that room cool, or the fact that it was in the middle of summer, but the air felt different in that room. There were a maximum of, and it was a big room.
Not just temperature, just
everything.
Really?
It felt, obviously it was hot because it was a hot day. It was a hot morning.
Sure.
I was like, heat rises. It's a hot morning. Blah. But it was, other than that, there was a maximum of 15 people in this 500-foot room at minimum.
Oh, it looked odd.
No, it didn't look odd. It was just this big, massive room that you could cram so many people in, but there were so few people, but the air was just constricting. I didn't feel comfortable in that room. It was hot, but I was used to that. I work in a warehouse where it regularly will get up to 114 degrees if you're not careful.
Right.
So heat in a small room, or not small room, heat in a room environment doesn't bother me anymore.
Sure.
But the air in the room where Athena was in, it wasn't threatening, but I felt like I didn't need to be there.
See any sniper lights on you?
No. It was just
red
odd.
Red dot.
It was just odd. There was this, I don't know. I don't try to do all this spiritual mumbo jumbo on.
How big was this statue?
Oh, it had to have been at least 500 feet tall.
What?
It had to have been
500.
It had to have been some stories tall. It was massive.
10 feet a story.
10 feet a story. Oh, wait, 10 feet a story, then that would make it about 7 to 8 feet, 8 stories tall.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sorry.
No worries.
No, it wasn't the size of a skyscrapers.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, that was a huge bitch. Yeah, it was somewhere between 7 to 9 stories tall. I have pictures on my laptop that I left at work, which I will show you. The statue was kind of ugly, but, it was, made probably more than 100 years ago. I'm not surprised.
So it was locally produced?
It was locally produced, as far as I could remember.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and I don't mean to get all this mystical mumbo-jumbo on the podcast, but aside from the heat of the day, I didn't feel comfortable in that room. Something was wrong.
Listen to your instincts.
Yes. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the statue or somebody in there, but, I took my pictures and I didn't stay long. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So I left. And, there was this is on a college campus, so we just kind of milled around on the college campus. Oh, look, there's a pond with some ducks. There's some people doing yoga over here. Let's not bug them. I don't question these things. And unfortunately for the next...
So leave them yogis alone, yo.
Yeah, leave them yogis alone, yo. And, we took a lift back to the Airbnb, and for the next, 2 to 4 hours, we just kind of loafed about the house because I had to get the truck fixed.
Yeah.
Which was the other drag. I was like, why didn't you just take it to a car person as soon as possible, as soon as you got that donut on there? Because then it would have impeded us to go and do stuff. They didn't do it. Because they're dumb, and I told them so. Whatever.
Got a party.
Yeah, got a party. That's what we're here for. Went out later that night, that's when we went to, around the Johnny Cash place, got your shirt, got some more pizza and beer. Then we're just and everyone's just kind of going, man, we're partied out.
That will happen.
Uh-huh. It's day 2 where we're already partied out. And I was like, man, fine. Whatever. It's just because you guys are hot and I'm not. They were dying in the heat. And I was like, what's wrong? Can't be more than 114.
Can't be more than 114.
Yeah,
I try to... I've been using air more lately, but I do try to stay in tune with the elements.
Oh, yeah. No sense in that. Then, we kind of close out and just decided to drink at the Airbnb and watch Dune for some reason. I don't know why all 6 of us decided to watch Dune. I'm not saying Dune's a bad movie.
Would be cool right now. What? We gotta sit down and watch Dune.
And get drunk. I'm like, what?
Wow.
As far as movies to watch while you're drunk, Dune is not the best one. I don't recommend that.
No, never seen it.
You have to...
Heard a lot of complaints about it.
Yeah, if you're gonna watch Dune, like the old Dune, because they're making a remake of it, if you're gonna watch the old Dune, you have got to have somebody in the room who knows the lore. Because... the movie
Somebody's got to translate.
Someone has to translate.
Oh, yeah.
Does that make sense? But I mean, the Dune novel series is 13 to 15 books long.
Yeah, when you were little, read the To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yes.
To you.
Yeah.
I had to translate.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did have to translate some of that.
Got to translate.
Yeah, and when I was 9, I read A Wrinkle in Time. I still don't know what the fuck happened to that book. To this day, I still have no idea what's happening in Wrinkle in Time. I was like, what? There's quantum dimension? What is happening? No, that is definitely something that has to be a visual medium, but whatever. So, don't recommend Dune for drunk watching at all. Ever. And, then the third day, we just, milled around and, partied again, basically the same thing as the first. And then the final day, we all said our goodbyes. And we were heading back home, but we took a small detour to a place called Rock City in Chattanooga.
Rock City.
Yeah, initially we were like...
Find some gems?
No. It wasn't that type of Rock City.
Oh, okay.
Well, here's the thing. Initially, we were just looking at the side road adverts going like, oh, it's probably just like a ledge that you could take pictures off of on top of the mountain. Maybe a gift shop, maybe a restaurant. Sure, just go check it out, take some pictures. No. It's a whole ass trail.
Oh.
That took 2 to 3 hours to complete.
From start
to finish. 2 to 3 hour
that's if you
trail.
That's if you hoof it.
Yeah, that's if you hoof it. This was a big mountain, and they turned it into a trail, like a trail, nature trail / fantastical trail.
Sure.
And it was, we did get to the ledge and took pictures off of it. I have some of those pictures. I have those pictures again on the laptop. I had to rip it off my phone. It was driving me crazy.
All right.
And it was beautiful. I was never I personally don't like mountains because it gives me a headache because of the altitude.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I figured, okay, I just get some gum, get some Tylenol or whatever, and I'll be set. Oh. My head didn't hurt, but that trail scared the shit out of me.
Or was it like bears out there or something?
No, something. Here's the thing. I could probably handle bears. I would just slowly... No. Here's the thing. I would slowly walk away.
Yeah.
Because clearly if a bear is not immediately trying to attack you, it is... Oh.
That's what's going on.
Oh, that is what's going on. The thing's about to fall.
Technical difficulties.
Some technical difficulties. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Everybody's trying to get attention. Yeah, welcome to the secret ASMR part of the podcast. Secret ASMR. I'm not gonna rant about Rick and Morty this time. Last time I did this, I talked about the fans of Rick and Morty. But that was just a distraction. I think we're almost done.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, crap. This sucks. We could probably just make like a 2-hour ASMR thing, which is just us fixing this damn microphone. Because I'm just using this as a distraction. Do you think we need to get an actual microphone stand? And not have it, crimped to the desk? Okay. I don't mean anything for immediate plans, but...
No.
All right, back to the regularly scheduled program. All right, here's the thing. I was not warned about this as soon as I got on this trail.
Not in my job description.
No, that is not. All right, so
trail.
The Rock City Trail.
Ledge.
I was not warned about this at all. There was not like oh, by the way, you have to be this certain amount of weight in order to go through the trail. Here's the thing. I can handle a bear. You just slowly walk away if it's not immediately trying to kill you.
That's been recommended.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not, but still. I can handle, most nature-oriented things. What I couldn't handle was there were parts in the trail.
Yeah.
Where there had to have been at maximum a foot in between rocks that you had to go through. 12 inches of space to go through rock to rock.
Oh, Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Not for big people.
It is not for big people.
Aha.
I got to this one spot they call the Needle Eye, and I was like, what the fuck is that? I saw the passage, and I froze. Here's the thing. I'm not claustrophobic. Claustrophobia is not... Here's the thing. It's not the fear of small enclosed spaces that get me. It's the fear of not moving inside of that small enclosed space.
Ugh.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's the reason why big people are not meant to go through crawl spaces.
That is correct.
Because we don't want to be stuck and can't move.
What you don't realize is you push all your air out to fit.
Yes.
Never push all your air out to fit into anything.
Yeah. If you're not meant to fit in it, you're not going to fit.
Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it.
And there were sections on this trail like that I barely could squeeze through, and I was just losing my mind because I was afraid of getting stuck.
Did they have ways to bypass it?
No. No.
Man, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Does it say, and it doesn't say at the beginning of the trail either.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's not cool. Look, I'm not saying you should set up like a weight requirement for anything, but that is definitely one situation where I would highly recommend it.
Good grief.
Because here's the thing. You don't want to be called out to help wrench this fat mucker out of some rocks on the trail.
Man, that ain't cool.
No, that's not cool. Oh, I was just... Oh. I mean, to this day, it still spooks me.
Yeah.
It's been about a week, and I'm still thinking about it. Ugh.
You have to pay to get on it?
And you have to pay to get on it. I paid to suffer.
Oh.
I paid.
So the person you handed money to, they didn't look at you funny?
No.
And say,
No. No, I paid...
Man, that's not cool.
I paid money to be traumatized on this trail. And here's the thing. It was to the point where I, honest to God, almost had a panic attack. Because that's not something big people like to do, is to go through small enclosed spaces in order for them to possibly get stuck.
You can fit. Shut up, Junior.
Just shut up, Junior.
Don't tell me what I can and can't wear and fit.
Yes.
You buy clothes in a place where I can't even find a hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't talk to me about, you fit. You shut up.
Yeah, I had to hold someone's hand as I was going through these small enclosed places.
It's not cool.
Yeah, and I felt terrible because I'm about to cry, and I have to hold someone's hand like I'm a fucking child. And I'm trying to have fun. I did have fun. Just that was a drag.
How many?
Like 4 or 5.
How long were they?
Not long, thankfully.
Thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully. No, I have no problem going into caves and stuff as long as the cave is at minimum of 3 feet wide.
No caves. I did caves one time.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy. When you get down in a cave and there ain't no natural light, I mean no natural light at all. No natural light,
yeah.
When you cannot see your hand squeezing your nose, man, that's
tough.
That's darkness.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some parts
once was enough for me.
Yeah, there was some parts like that. I was okay because I had my phone.
Yeah.
And I could shake that thing to make light. That still spooked me. So I did legitimately have fun.
Sure.
I did feel like a inconsolable child at time, and that makes me feel embarrassed. Because I had no clue. I was ambushed.
Yeah.
You know, and I just...
Well, you conquered it.
I did.
That's what you have to do. You have to look at those types of situations. I mean, obviously...
I got through it, you know. The only reason
now, if it's like, 20 feet long, I'm like, nope. Nope.
No. The very, very end is where you were like in the fucking cave. And there was like these little there were like these little scenes, cut in, these little holes inside the mountain, it's like scenes of, it's Snow White, there's a bunch of statues, of Snow White enacting the scenes. Oh, there's, this part where it's fairy tales and it's all this neon blacklight stuff, and I was still like, this is way scarier than it should be, because it's under the fucking mountain.
Right. Mm-hmm. Your adrenaline's up anyway.
The only reconciliation why I did not completely have a wash is because, here's the thing. Although I am afraid of small spaces and getting stuck, and a little bit of dark caves, dark caves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm not afraid of?
What?
Heights. There was a rope bridge section.
Oh.
That was their turn.
That was their
turn.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And I felt so much better. Because they were the ones
They were holding your hand then.
Yeah, they were holding my hand, and I was like, woo! Yeah. If we fall, you're going to die. Lol, at least I won't be stuck.
Won't be stuck in summer for God knows how long.
Yeah, falling to my death. Yes, that's a horrifying thought.
Absolutely.
But that doesn't scare me as much as getting stuck inside of a mountain, not able to breathe or eat or hydrate, and not being able to move.
You got to think about it.
You have to think about it. It's prolonged. At least with the mountain, you have the opportunity to.
Boom.
And that's it.
That's it.
You're like, boom, hey God, that's it.
Yeah, once you're in the air, there ain't no sense. It's done.
Yeah, it's done.
However it ends up.
Yeah, make peace with yourself.
Might as well.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, here's the thing. It was a fantastic vacation spot. I'm not taking you or any of the rest of our family there. We will get stuck. You will have a panic attack.
Oh no!
But the main place that I liked was it wasn't a gift shop associated with Rock City. It was like a third party people. They sold leather goods, and so I got my hair stick thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I got a couple things, a bracelet, and mostly hair stuff because I am a princess.
Yes.
And I will continue to say that. I am also a Leo, and therefore prideful, I guess.
The annoyed, prideful princess.
Yes.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yes, I am beautiful, and I am a princess. That does not mean I will rest on my laurels.
If I see one more celebrity influencer bounce around like a bunch of ball bearings in a tin can, I'm going to lose my lunch.
Oh, by the way,
it must be terrible to have to. I feel awful for these people these morning shows because they are face crackingly grinning at the camera the entire time. Think about that every day.
So much cocaine.
Oh, I don't know about that. I they would have to learn to do it naturally. I would hope.
I would hope so too.
But man. To have to do it every day.
Well, I mean, you can be taught how to smile.
Absolutely,
I was taught how to smile.
There has to be days where you just fight that smile to stay on your face when you're, dealing with something.
That's what the commercial breaks are for.
I guess.
That's the end of vacation, by the way. I had a wild time. I got drunk. I got souvenirs. I got traumatized. Best vacation ever.
She helped some dude
purchase marijuana.
Get a brain hemorrhage.
Worth it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll never feel my left pinky toe again. Good grief.
So that was my time.
What's up with the vape and stuff? Man, you know how trusting you got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a difference between that. Don't talk to me about, we're talking about a chemical versus a
natural,
completely 100% organic plant material.
Yeah.
Not plant-based.
Yes.
A plant.
A plant.
Plant-based.
Yeah.
How about eating a plant?
Yes.
How about that? And if you don't eat a plant, anyway.
Yeah, I know. No.
Versus, something that's
in a cartridge.
Surrounded by plastic.
Yeah,
it's like
it's basically the like in terms of the marijuana vape cartridges, it's basically the essential oils of the marijuana world.
Legal, right?
Yeah.
So if you bought, did they have like joints? Already
they were in
joints?
The cart.
What I'm saying.
Like, I don't think, for some reason...
They sell that? Like, if you bought one, you could just spark it up right there.
I think, yeah, you could, because I saw people do like that.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So, now, here's the thing. There were some things that they didn't display publicly. Obviously, they had the vape cartridges. They had the edibles, which looked like jelly beans. Like big jelly beans, about the size of my thumb, which would probably put you in a coma for 7 days.
Probably.
Because it's so fucking huge. The actual rolled up joints were in the cart itself.
But they did offer them. Okay,
them.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like, I guess there's some things you can't display, but you can sell and carry, but... I don't know. I don't live in Tennessee. I don't know what the law was when they passed it.
Probably in the city limits.
Probably in the city limits. All I know is I helped a dude pay for a weed cartridge, and I was intoxicated, so my judgment was impaired. But hey, he didn't die, and he gave me my money back, so all's well that ends well, I guess.
And that's the moral to the story.
Yes. Make someone else do it first.
Take one for the team, Dave.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so that's my vacation. Was there anything you wanted to do?
Oh, I'm going to outdo that.
I don't know. Didn't you have a list? Something a little heavy? You wanted to follow that or something?
No, I'm just finding this whole public. Now that everybody's got the ability to vote on stuff in the palm of their hand.
True.
I read about this. I didn't realize to the level that it's gotten to.
Okay.
How I think that is public opinion affecting decisions made in this country. And I don't mean just like from the government standpoint. I mean like in the law. Court of public opinion, that sort of thing. Just wondering, I guess it's always kind of been this way, but now there seems to be a bigger jump in that sort of thing.
Okay.
That's what I've been thinking about this week.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, the public opinion...
It's really beginning to affect a lot of things.
It is, because now now everything's a public forum.
Well, see, what I try to get across to people is that this isn't a new dynamic. This type of thing has happened before. See, I grew up in a time where the community's overall opinion held sway anyway.
Sure.
Okay, to say that it's different. That's my big issue with people.
Okay.
They're trying to say that it's never been this way before, and it should be this way, so here we are, and it's like it's always been this way. It's just different parameters. Just like one time you received your information. All the information you get in the palm of your hand, at one time you received from a device over there on the table that made a sound, and you heard the sound.
Yeah,
okay.
The radio.
Okay.
Then it became the TV.
Then it transitioned into the television. Then it transitioned into digital media. Then it transitioned into the handheld input device that you have, your cell phone. Everybody has one. Everybody's involved. Now that's how quickly your information, so it's just a change in medium is all it is.
Yeah. So
the transition of, say a trial's outcome being influenced by public opinion, it is no different than
mob rules.
Well, unfortunately, I think that's where it's headed.
Okay.
That's why you have to really, when I was a kid, the majority of the community, if they disagreed on a particular
a thing,
Yeah, like, smoking at the bus stop.
Okay.
Well, the whole town, the majority of the people in the town don't want parents standing there at the bus stop smoking a cigarette.
Okay.
So there's a little rule that says if you stand here with your kid, you can't smoke a cigarette.
Okay.
Because that's what the majority of the town wants.
Okay.
Okay. Now, there are things that are defined, and that seems justifiable. Then there are things that public opinion is beginning to, the same type of community control is still, the dynamic is still in play.
Sure.
Okay. It's just that it covers faster.
And now third parties who don't even live in your town can contribute their opinions too.
Right. And shape how, bring everybody under one umbrella.
Yeah.
But
the problem is
they're
that
not inviting you in. They're dragging you kicking and screaming.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm not against that per se. The whole, it's a new medium and everybody has an opinion. But the problem is that you shouldn't take everything, depending on the situation, of course, everything into consideration. Everybody's opinion into consideration. It's like, say...
You just can't.
Yeah, it's like, say someone, like a group of people in, I don't know, like... somewhere in, a hot country, Venezuela, Mexico, somewhere where it's really, really hot all the time. And they wanted to, do some kind of, I'm reaching here. I'm not gonna lie. They wanted to, do some kind of new thing, where they wanted to cool down their homes and buildings. It was like a form of air conditioning that they want, that would work for them. And then you have these people from, fucking Alaska or Canada being like, no, you shouldn't use that AC system. It's like, you're in Alaska. These people are in South America. You don't get to have an opinion on whether or not they choose to use AC or something because you're always cold.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
And vice versa.
And that's just an example.
That's just an example.
Yeah, it's not specifically. Yeah, and it's like people are shaping. People are shaping the culture. I think in a dangerous way.
Oh yeah.
There are things being put in place that there's no end game. It's just something that's self-perpetuating discord.
Yeah.
And
because people have become implacable.
It's just like I said, I just mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
This is the week that Bill Cosby got out of jail. Yeah. And it is like some people are going to say that there's a certain characteristic about him, be it personal or be it internal or external.
Yeah.
That gives him, he should be prosecuted. And then there are people that say that people say is the reason that they didn't, like he didn't do it. This is the reason that they're prosecuting him because of his wealth, because of his reflection,
his stature.
And then there are stature, and then there are people on the other side of this fence and saying, he did do it, and
he should be prosecuted for it.
He should be prosecuted for it. And people are getting outside, basically.
I think regardless of here's the thing. I never followed it that closely.
Right.
Because here's the thing. As far as Bill Cosby's stand-up goes, I thought he was funny.
Well,
because a lot of the humor came from a really dark place.
Sure. But what I'm saying is,
I never followed it closely.
Is that you have two opposing sides using the same ammunition at each other.
Yeah.
Where does
one end and the other begin?
Yeah, and what's the solution to it? Because obviously it's a problem.
Yeah, because you have one. Oh, I see. Because you have one group of people saying don't do it, and then another group of people saying yes, do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's reached a level where
You're not going to make everyone happy.
You're not going to make everybody happy, but somehow you've got equal pull on both sides, and it's really getting rough out there about that sort of thing, and and I'm just curious as to where that sort of thing goes, how how's it going to reshape the world, our neighborhood, stuff like that. I wonder where that type of, because I can just see this this cultural transition, and just curious as to will it become firmly established and then passé, or is it a restart? It's kind of one of those interesting things.
No, I
ponder it just because I see, it's like mutually assured destruction.
Yeah.
You can destroy the other side, but you're going to destroy yourself to do it.
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about apocalyptic type thing. I'm talking about, it's just...
It could turn into an apocalyptic type thing, possibly.
I think after, I know this COVID beer flu is given a lot of power to certain people in certain positions, and I wonder how much that's going to hold sway in the future. But gotta live your life.
Yes, life is for the living.
Life is for the living. We circle all the way back around.
This is why I think a lot of people
get out and live a life.
Yeah, I think this is why a lot of people were just completely murphed up at Tennessee, is because they, everyone has spent the better part of the year inside.
Might have been their first weekend out.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Or at least a large percentage of them.
Yeah, maybe not only do they have to catch up on...
Just all having to shop at the same online store.
Yeah, maybe not only do they have to catch up on last year, they got to do all of this year's socializing too. That makes sense?
White girl drunk.
White girl wasted.
White girl wasted.
Yes.
Well, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Was there packs of them?
Packs. At some point, we saw a herd. Because pack kind of denotes roughly 6 to 15.
Oh, man.
You get 15 plus, that's a herd.
I think that's fair.
There was a herd at some point.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not.
Oh. Were they all loud and drunk and covered in,
yes,
fucking bleeding mascara?
All of them. No, some of them didn't have the bleeding mascara, but they definitely looked like they were melting.
Ugh.
Yeah, they apparently don't know how to apply their makeup well enough to survive the heat.
Woo.
Ugh, I don't know. It was a mess, but I did
Looks
enjoy
like
it.
A cloud blew up in here.
Not playing Johnny Cash at the Johnny Cash bar, some bitches. I don't know.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah, that's too funny. Yeah, I would not mind going back, but I would rather go back in like the fall when there's less people. But not during the winter where there's snow.
No.
That's too much.
City and snow.
It doesn't mix.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does not.
If you ever want to, to me, snow is always beautiful and wine.
And it's natural.
And then I went and worked in the Northeast, and man.
Snow uck you up.
Oh, snow. They clear all that snow out of the roads. And it's just sitting there. And you have to stare at that oil slick snowman for months until everything melts. You're like, you just pray for a warm day so that thing will melt. You can quit staring at it every time you take that left on Elm. Yeah, it was a drag. But yeah, no snow in the city. That's not my.
That's not my thing. Yeah,
not my thing. I don't care for that.
So, I think I need to eat. I'm getting tired.
Oh.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit. I'm trying to think if anything else interesting happened. Over the weekend, nothing really interesting happened, but last night I got to dance in my new pretty red dress. There was a thing with, some of my dance compatriots that were like, hey, this place is having like a 80s, 90s dance party from like 9 to 1. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, let me get this out of my system. That motherfucker played What Is Love 3 times in a row, and I'm still angry about it. And I know he did it, because it always starts the same. No music in What Is Love?
Yeah.
And then it cues in the music, and it's like, stop playing this song! You have other music!
Should play Desert Rose.
Kiss My Rose. That song got played a lot for some reason.
It's a good song.
Oh, yeah. I give respect. I was like, stop playing this song! This DJ sucks! Apparently all that was important in the 80s was just Cyndi Lauper, apparently. And that's it.
She was big for a while.
No, I know she was big for a while, but here's the thing. It's an 80s, 90s party.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh,
I
sure.
like those. I like those a lot, you know?
Yeah. Was it like a theme and people dress up?
No, it was just
music?
it was themed to the music.
Oh, okay.
People just showed up and whatever.
Fuck, is that Marty McFly?
Yeah, exactly. No, people just showed up in whatever, and it was just a dance party. It was a local artist photographer was doing their presentation on their work. That was good. Some culture.
Sure.
And then afterwards, everyone just got plastered, danced to 80s and 90s music, because that's just how we roll, I guess, in this part of town. We have culture first. We better ourselves.
That's all it is anyway.
Look at art.
It's an excuse to get drunk.
Yeah, and then immediately we get toasted. I don't. I guess as far as excuses go, it's a lot better than getting up at 3 a.m. to go
golf.
hunt. Yeah, it's like golf. Golf is an
just
excuse to get drink. Yeah,
that's it.
Same thing with like going hunting at like 3 a.m. You're just gonna drink super early in the morning.
Oh no, those guys don't drink before they go into the woods.
Really?
No, they don't. I know everybody thinks it does, and media wants to tell you that they do. They're all just a bunch of get on board, yeehaw. No, they don't drink.
They take that seriously.
They take that very seriously.
John?
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to figure out like where the experience come from. He does it.
His family handed it down generation to generation.
That's what I mean. Like he would know.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I got invited to because I was used to fishing.
Yeah.
And fishing is
an excuse to drink.
Got a cooler full of ice there to put the fish in, so
might as well drink too.
Might as well have some beer in there.
Yes.
It's hot.
And it's hot. Yeah.
But no. So I got invited.
They take that seriously.
I got invited. Yeah, I got invited to go, and I was like, yeah, sure. So how much beer are we going to take? He's like,
what?
We don't drink when we hunt. So, no, we don't drink when we hunt.
Yeah.
Ever.
Okay,
No.
I didn't know that.
So I was like, okay. But then I realized I was going to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'm going to pass on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm getting up in the morning and I'm not drinking, no.
No, that's not quite what I meant. I'm just saying. It was just weird because, somebody asking me to go hunting, it was like somebody asking me to go fishing.
Yeah.
So
you just didn't have that frame of reference.
I didn't have that frame of reference.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, all right, sure. Mm-hmm. Where are we going? What do I need to bring? What do I need to bring? And how much beer we're going to take?
Yeah. That's fair.
That's fishing.
Yeah. They don't do that.
I know. And he's like, hey, you want to go hunting? And I just went straight to how much beer we're going to take.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't drink when hunt.
Yeah, I had a similar experience with when we were going to the Parthenon. We did kind of go early in the morning.
Yeah.
And, we got up at like 6 after partying the previous night.
Mm.
And I'm like, why are we getting up at 6? It's like, so we can go when they open. I was like...
He did look tired. He got...
Yeah, so I literally just cracked open, like, a cider out of the freaking... I never do this. I don't condone day drinking, because that's dysfunctional.
Yeah.
But, after partying until like 1 and then getting up at 6 the next morning, I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. I crack open a bottle of hard cider, and I drank that as I was getting ready, because I was like, oh, man.
It's called Hair of the Dog That Bit You.
Okay, so I did that. I don't recommend that.
Well, I'm just saying that it can make some of the symptoms you're having go away.
Yeah, I definitely felt better.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't last for super long because it's cider, but...
It just kind of wakes you up.
It just woke me up.
Just like, bang. Oh, hey.
Did the exact same thing when we were about to head home, too. Because I was just like, no, I'm not hauling all this idiot while being tired as heck. My form will be thrown off. Drink.
Well.
Yeah, I don't do that. Not often. Like, I try to plan stuff like that out. No.
Well, you're on somebody else's schedule. So
and I was on someone else's schedule, so I couldn't plan for that. I could just plan how I could react to it. So, but, yeah, the dance party last night, it was like, apparently the only important parts of, the 80s was Cyndi Lauper and Journey.
Journey was big.
Yeah. And I mean, literally nothing else. No new wave, one-hit wonders.
Journey just kept putting out good stuff.
No, I know. There was...
Oh, I don't want to like them, but damn, it's a good song.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my relationship with Journey, is I don't care for that genre, but they got some good stuff.
Yeah, they got good stuff.
So, he only played, like, 2 bands for the 80s portion, basically.
Really?
Yeah, like no one-hit wonders. No Cars, no Flock of Seagulls, no Billy Idol, no metal. I didn't expect metal, but still.
There's some harder stuff.
Yeah, there's some harder stuff that I knew they wouldn't play, but I was hoping. And the 90s, it was like this, it was the Euro dance stuff of the 90s, That hardcore synth stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not against that hardcore synth stuff, but there were other stuff in the 90s, guys. Like grunge and rock.
Yeah.
And swing at some point.
Swing got in there.
Oh yeah, I love swing. I love 90s swing specifically. My favorite is the Cherry Poppin' Daddies and a Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. Those are my favorites. And I'm just like, this guy sucks. He's playing like 4 genres of music, and that's it. I don't know. And plus, I personally don't like Cyndi Lauper. I don't like her voice. She can get like really high in the decibel section, where I think only dogs can hear, and it hurts my ears. And I was just like, oh God, no! That was basically the Cyndi Lauper songs were my. That was like, hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
moment.
where she generates sound is so far up in her nasal cavity, it
hurts.
Yeah, it's like it can get up into what's called a whistle register.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I'm not disrespecting Cyndi Lauper.
Right.
I respect her career. She's probably a decent human being, I hope.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah, I hope she's a decent human being. I don't like it when she gets into that whistle register, like you said.
Yeah.
That's not my thing. And, Journey, again, it's one of those bands that I hate to love and love to hate. Because I am so fucking sick and tired of Don't Stop Believing. I would rather cut my ears off than hear it again.
No, their lead guitarist, Neil Sean, he has got some of his own work.
Oh, I'd like to listen to that. Because he's a good guitarist. Or at least I like him.
Something called Chicken Foot.
I have to look that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what it's called.
No, that's fine. But, so Journey just kind of killed it for me, and I'm so sick of hearing Don't Stop Believing. They had other stuff.
They had a lot of other stuff.
I think my favorite Journey song, it's, oh crap, now I gotta look something up. It's the, hang on. It's like the one Journey song I will legitimately dance to because I just love it. Come on. This thing is slow. Journey. No. Separate Ways.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Does that make sense? That is my favorite because I don't hate it.
No, it's not Chicken Foot. What is it?
So, and then for the 90s section, it was pure Euro dance beat stuff, that hardcore synthesizer stuff, that Cotton Eye Joe song, and the Macarena, which everyone just lost their damn minds with the Macarena. He had to play it like 5 times.
Really?
Yes. This guy sucked.
So they were all like, play it again, play it again.
Yeah, this guy sucked.
Okay.
This guy had 4 genres available to him, and he just repeated songs. This guy sucked. I don't know who it was, but I'm not going to any of his events if I figure it out who he is.
Sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, if I go to a party and I just hear the same song repeated 3 or 4 times, I'm going to know it's him, and I'm going to go up there and I'm going to just trash his set. What the hell? I paid $2,000 for that speaker. Well, you're not using it properly, Jim.
Yeah.
That's why we don't take you anywhere, Jim.
We'll take you anywhere, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be in the off position.
Yes.
So your speaker should be.
Yeah, exactly. So, I left early because I was just sick of it. I came home around like 11. I was just gonna go out and party till 1 when they had to make us leave because I was like, woo, I'm starting a new job. I'm getting out of the fucking warehouse. Tired of all this dude energy around me. Again, nothing wrong with that masculine energy. I was just engulfed in it for 3 years and I'm done with it.
Right.
Make sense?
I got you.
I need a change. I need a breath of fresh air. So I was like, woo, I'm just acting crazy. And I couldn't get fucking crazy. If my purpose is to get fucking crazy, and I am not permitted from getting fucking crazy, I'm gonna lose my mind. Because here's the thing, I don't get crazy.
No.
You know me.
Right.
We've
met.
Yeah, we've met on occasion. A little bit. I oftentimes do not set out to go get crazy.
No.
But when my purpose is to get crazy, and I am denied that, I get angry. It's like you're trying to wind down.
It's lovely.
You're trying to wind down and relax,
Yeah.
and you are not allowed to wind down and relax.
Oh, you got to do it your way.
Yes.
So
I just came home, went to bed, and now, later I'm going to go get some Indian food because I need some.
Oh.
Because that's how I relax. I get magma hot Indian food because I'm still trying to become a dragon.
Valiant effort.
Uh-huh. Hey, Indian food's a good start to learn how to breathe fire.
That's for sure.
Indeed. All right, so that was all that. So, you got anything else to share? Because it's just been me just talking.
Well, you needed it.
Yes.
I noticed the last podcast or two I'd been stepping on your toes a little bit, so I'm just going to let you go.
Oh, relax. I'm fine.
No, I don't mean it like that. I mean, I just,
There's always going to be back and forth between the two of us. Some days it's going to be on you, some days it's going to be on me, some days it's both.
Yeah, some days.
As long as it's not a day where neither one of us wants to talk. Yeah, exactly. That's when when problems start.
No, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I just things probably I could talk about it another week. Maybe.
Yeah, another week.
Sure.
Yeah, as long as it's one of those things where neither one of us really doesn't have anything worth contributing.
Exactly.
That's when there's
I don't have anything to talk about, but I have plenty to say.
Exactly. Much like many newscaster nowadays.
We are the Bel-E and Scratch podcast. Nothing to talk about. Oh, wait a minute. Nothing to talk about, but plenty to say.
Yeah. Which is basically the tagline of every late night TV show nowadays.
I don't know.
What?
We should trademark that phrase.
I'll do it. I'll write it down.
Nothing to talk about, but plenty to say.
Yeah. Nothing.
Do. Yeah. Been all right.
Plenty to say. All right. Put it on a shirt.
Put it on a shirt.
All right. I'm tapped out. I needed to get all that out.
Excellent.
All right, you good?
I'm good.
All right, I'm good.
I'm good.
All right, might as well. This was fun. I'm glad you didn't get mad at me for spotting that dude trying to buy weed out of a car.
It's not like he was trying to buy a handgun or anything.
No, I wouldn't have.
I'd be like, what? You, Bill.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not giving you $60 to buy a handgun. What?
Not a gun. No.
Okay.
No, but some ludicrous. Hey, man, let me to buy something.
No.
I'm not giving you money to buy that.
Well, here's the thing. He paid me. Yeah. As long as they pay you back, I guess.
Well, I mean, certain things are like, hey, lend me some money so I can get a prostitute.
No. No.
Big no.
That's a big old no.
I'll buy you some.
I'll buy you some beer. But that's it.
Might be get you a couple of grocery coupons.
Yeah, I might buy you some beer.
Some grocery store gift cards.
Yeah, I might get you some Nutella.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna
help you buy a handgun, Phil.
It's not gonna be in part. I'm not gonna give you money to commit a crime.
Yeah, that's why we don't take you anywhere, Phil.
Exactly, it was legal. Okay.
Yeah. It was legal over there because there were cops everywhere. There was a fucking cart that literally said cannabis cart.
Cannabis cart.
Like it was a brand. And I was like...
Did the guy pushing it, did he have like a big brushy mustache and a monkey on a leash?
No, but he was covered in so much weed paraphernalia. It was stupid. It's like
It was what?
Covered in so much weed paraphernalia. It was stupid.
What do you mean, like style of clothes? Or
I'm talking about there was a pot
products clipped to him.
Both.
Really?
I mean, here's the thing. His code of dress.
Right.
The cart all of the cart vendors, there was a bunch of them.
Right.
That's how we knew it was a brand and it was legal because, like I said, cops everywhere. They didn't give a shit.
Right.
They just wanted to keep the crowds.
It's not like he was sneaking it in.
No. The cops were there to make sure no one got shot or set on fire.
Keep this on the down low.
Fine. Never. No. The mode of these people's dress was like if a Spencer's gift shop grabbed some bitch from the street, ate them, and then spat them back out.
Did it have like wheels on it?
Yes.
What kind of wheels? Little bitty wheels underneath, or did it have like wagon wheels?
It depended on the cart.
Exactly.
It wasn't completely standardized.
So, did it have big wagon wheels on it?
Some did, some didn't.
This one in particular.
Oh, no, it had standard. Ugh. So, their mode of dress was...
I shouldn't have asked. Now my entire mental image is ruined.
Yeah, I know. So, the cart vendor, every single piece of clothing and or jewelry he was wearing had a pot flag on it.
Wait a minute.
From his hat, to his earrings, to his rings, to his shirt, to his pants, to his shoes, to the chains on his pants. He had samples clipped on his shirt.
Could his last name been O'Neill?
His last name should have been Lennon. John Lennon.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Oh, glasses and everything, right?
Glasses and everything.
Oh, get out.
Everything.
Shirts?
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible.
His earrings, his rings, his pants.
No, I mean on the cart.
Shoes. Oh, on the cart?
Just edibles and
the cart was edibles, smokables, baggies. Some of it was actually inside the cart. It was like there was a cart.
So no shirts, hats.
No. It was no shirts, no merch. Okay. Just pure product.
Pure product. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So see, it was the cart with the wheels, and on top of it was a display case.
Who do you work for, son? I mean, do you wear that home? And you have to stop and put gas in your car?
I hope that's a uniform, honestly. Because here's the thing.
I'm not saying you should change. I'm just saying.
I would wear
it. Being at a gas station, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
And you're decked out in pot.
I know, you're putting gas. and all of a sudden this ride pulls up and that pops out.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck, man?
I personally would make them wear it as a part of their uniform because people are drunk and they need a hint. They need like 16 hints when they're drunk.
Yeah.
But if you're just rolling up to
nudge,
nudge, wink,
nudge,
nudge, nudge. You know what I mean? Nudge, nudge.
Right.
But if you're just, like you said, if you're just rolling up to like a gas station at 3 a.m, you just got off work working for the cannabis cart people, and you're just filling up your car. You're tired. You just turn in the money to whoever is the main person in charge.
Right.
And you're just trying to fill up your car, and some people just roll by like, hey man, you got something? And you just have to go, I'm off the clock.
Dude, I'm off the clock, man.
I'm off the clock, man.
Because if you get busted selling like that, out in the open,
yes.
On the other side of that fence is a school.
Yes, exactly.
You better not. That must be rough.
Yeah,
man.
that has to be rough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't wear that to the grocery store.
No, you can't. But I don't know. That's just how I looked at it.
That's too funny.
Yeah. Oh, it was so funny. All right. Yeah, I would definitely return, and I would. I would have to take someone with me to find the cannabis cart again, and I would take pictures of it. I didn't take pictures of the cannabis cart. I would return to take pictures of that and just live send that to you guys here in the house and be like, I told you this existed.
Well, there are places.
Oh yeah, there are places. I would never take selfies with the guy pushing the cart, because he don't know. I take selfies with the cart, but they would never see the public light of day.
Nope.
That would just be between, us. It's like, look at this crazy stuff that's happening. Yeah. All right. I'm tired and I want some food.
Short of your grandkids. Back when I was an outlaw.
Yeah, back when I was an outlaw, for sure.
That freaking first world outlaw.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, look at me. I'm a total badass.
Uh-huh.
Now shut up so we can go home and go to bed.
Exactly. All right.
All right.
Well, that's it, folks. I was your host, Bel-E.
And I was your co-host, Mr. Scratch.
And we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Bye.